Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Here's how to collect every One Piece set for beginners. This is the 2026 guide. This is every set ranked. This is what I'm picking up right now. I've listed them from worst to best. And first off, we're starting off with Kingdoms of Intrigue. This for me is one on the lower tier of my investments and what I'm picking up. This is a good set overall, but it's overshadowed by the surrounding releases. This is an 8 out of 10. They do have great cards in this set from Kingdoms of Intrigue, but there's not really a card that carries this, and all of these cards have been consistently undervalued and they keep going down. So if you pick these up, you gotta love the cards, master set it, but it's not going to bring you value as far as your sets go right now. I can see a future play, but it's 22nd on my list. All of these guys, if you agree, disagree, let me know in the comments down below what your favorite set is. And if I missed these, just let me know. But some of these are highly ranked. This isn't one of them, Pillars of Strength. You can't go wrong with picking up any of these sets right now because One Piece is hot. And this is an 8.1 out of 10. Pillars of Strength has some okay cards in here, but some that haven't retained value. That Monkey D. Luffy wanted card is exceptional. I do love the wanted cards that they do in here. It's just not a valuable set, and none of the artwork really stands out. You have maybe one or two cards that you might want in the set that are highly collectible, but overall, not one that I'm interested in. That's why they got an 8.1 out of 10. Next, we have the Memorial Collection, 8.2 out of 10 with Chopper on the front. A cutie patootie right there. Great supplemental set, but less exciting as a sealed product. If you're trying to buy sealed products, obviously we open everything. And when it comes to this set, it's basically Chopper or bust in this set right here, because you can see how that manga rare goes for $3,000. The alternate art looks fantastic as well. They have some other cool cards in here, but when it compares to some of the elite sets that we're going to talk about, there's 10 cards in some of the elite sets. So that's why this one only gets an 8.2 out of 10. And then we're next going to talk about Two Legends, 8.3 out of 10. This is actually a well-rounded set, one of my favorite ones, but just lower on the tier, just with things to pick up on here. This is ranked number 19. Doesn't have the iconic factor like some of the higher ranked sets do, but they do have a couple cards in here that you need for the collection. Obviously the manga rare right there, but one of my favorite Luffy's, Monkey D. Luffy's from Two Legends, Portuguese the Ace, Julie Bonnie, and actually surprisingly, it does have fantastic cards. You got Charlotte Pudding, Tony Chopper in here, some more Nami parallel cards. So they do have cute cards in here, but they're just not as valuable. And my Zoro cards aren't in here. Obviously, you guys know me, that my Zoro cards are going to be higher ranked in the sets. And I think you guys will agree with it as well. Number 18 on our list, Royal Blood, 8.4 out of 10. DeRosa and Don Quixote with solid chase cards in here, as you will see. So we have Trafalgar Law, and this set right here, not a lot of the cards in here are worth a lot. But that's okay. We're in it for the collection piece of it. My favorite card on here is the parallel Monkey D. Luffy. I don't know why this isn't the number one card in here, and I think the market, once it catches up to what people think are valuable, and they have another parallel Monkey D. Luffy, another great card in here, just the market right here hasn't hit on this set yet. I don't know why. I think you can pick these up a lot cheaper. These might be sleeper picks to pick up, but if you go to pick one pack or one setup, that's not the set you're going to go for. Number 17, the Azuriel C7, 8.5 out of 10. OP14, released earlier, is a newer release. I just was not a fan of this set as much as other people were. They do have beautiful cards in here. Warlord, Supernovas. This does make for a fun collector set, so if you're new into One Piece, you can get this cheaper than other ones, because they do have a couple great chase cards in here, where you have the gold buggy, which goes for about 2K, the silver buggy, which goes for 782, and then the all-time, not the all-time best Zoro card, but in competition for the best card, Zoro card ever made, and that's the Zero Seas alternate art. So for me, this one would rank higher, but I know Zoro and Buggy don't appeal to everybody. Then you got the manga Dracula. Mihawk, some great Nami cards, Boa Hancock cards. So this is overall a great collector set, and that's why it's ranked so high. So you're assuming that these next sets are going to be bangers. Once we get in the 10s and 9s, you'll see here why some sets are just absolute bangers. Next on our list, the Heroines Edition. It's an 8.6 out of 10. Beautiful artwork. This is a standout extra booster set, and as much as this one was one of the best selling sets all time for One Piece, because my favorite card in here is the Uta manga, but on the black market, eBay, this thing was selling for insane amount of money, and they do have great cards in here. With it just being all female here, for me, this just ranks a little bit lower, just because it's not a complete set with all of our great characters in here, even though they do have, obviously, the waifu boy Hancock, Nico, Nami. So I'm pretty sure Heroines 2 is going to sell out even quicker than this if you do like collecting this set. And then we have rank number 15, the Anime 25th Collection. Banger pieces, 8.7 out of 10. Beautiful anime-inspired anniversary artwork here. I think you guys will agree with me. So many expensive cards in this set. So many collectibles, so many cards we want. We have the Monkey D. Luffy manga, the Luffy, the Extra Booster anime leader card, Tony Chopper, Boa Hancock leader card, Julie Bonnie, Shoreline Pudding, King, Luffy again, Perona, Sabo, Yamato, Uta. So many great valuable cards. Like, it just keeps going on and on and on till you can get some cheaper cards in this set here. The 25th anniversary collection box, I don't remember how much it's going for, but it's going to be pricey. And so we're getting into more expensive sets that are going to be worth thousands of dollars here soon. So let's get into it. Next we have Kami Island, Adventure on Kami Island, 8.8 out of 10. Skypiea and Ao bring their energy to these cards. One of the best, for me personally, some of my favorite manga rares in this set, and that's why I believe in this set a lot. This is where we might be getting into some difference of opinions when it comes to the manga rares and the different cards and sets, where I do think that the annul and the price charting on this is continuously going down. But I'm going to pick this up and hold on to it. I'm going to pick up the Kobe, the Boa, Luffy. Love the Zeus card in here. Zoro obviously has, and then the other annuls in here are just epic. Sabo, like some of these, and more Luffy cards. The artwork in this Lightning Dragon, more Luffy cards. They gave us everything I wanted for a set, and they just don't have the elite gold cards or silver cards in here that would make this set even more elite and on here. Number 13, A Fist of Divine Speed, 8.9 out of 10. This one, I go back and forth on this, whether it should be a 10 or a 9.1, 9.2, like in the 9s. A very great set. And you're going to see here in a second why. Because we have the Fist of Divine Secret Rare Silver card in here. We have Gear 2 alternate art Luffy. Then we have Shanks as well, with some Nami, more Luffy alternate arts. It's just the reason why this one isn't higher. That Luffy card just brings everything up in this set. But besides a couple cards here and there, that chase card is so elusive. It's so hard to pull, so hard to get. It brings it all up. But if they had a couple more, like a Zoro card, or even a Nami or Usopp card that was in a secret rare, this set would be in the top 4 or 5. Just because that one card is the only thing that is bringing this set up. Next, we have the best One Piece collection, 9 point. We're finally in the 9s. Let's go. This is a premium booster box. Now we're separating the lower tier sets from the upper tier sets. That's why you gotta stay tuned to the end. Like, comment, subscribe if you like these videos. Join the Patreon, support the channel. I always appreciate everything you guys do. So here we go. Because this has some of the elite cards in here, I might change my opinion on this set later on. Maybe this should be higher, but this is what you need for an elite set. You won't be disappointed. If you are looking to start somewhere, start on this set. You got the manga for Manga Rev, Luffy, Nami, Zoro, Tony Chopper. You have Shanks on here, Portuguese the Ace, Trafalgar Law, USS Kid, and then you also have Sabo. The Dawn cards in here are some of the best Dawn gold cards ever seen. Great Luffy cards in this set. And so I might have ranked this one way too low. That just means the following sets are going to be fantastic. So you can't go wrong with this set at all. I'm not with it being a 9. We just have other sets to cover. The best volume 2, 9.1 out of 10. The artwork in here is stunning, which I'm going to show you here in a second. Obviously, if you have a volume 2, you have to do it better. This is the first time, these cards, the thing is, these cards aren't as valuable as the other set, the best volume 2, but they have Sanji, Gum alternate art, pieces, a Luffy, the era begins, the buggy card in here, more Dawn cards, and I'm doing a switch up. The best volume 1 is better than the best volume 2, so we had to switch these up. We do. And actually, I'm gonna do something here that I make mistakes all the time. You guys see it. The best volume 1 is moving into the 9.8 category. Screw this score of the, what did I give this one? I gave this a 9. This is a 9.8. And this one's 9.1. That's accurate. I can't believe I messed up so bad on that one. This is an ultra premium tier for me just because of all the cards in here that are valuable and that are worth the cards that I want. So 9.8, I made a mistake on that. I apologize, guys. Won't happen again. Rings of the Captain, rank number 10. Zoro carries this set. Any set that has Zoro in it obviously is going to be one of my favorite sets that is released. Because we got the Rings of the Captain, Zoro, Miss Alsunde, Nami, more Zoro cards, Buggy, Rebecca, Charlotte Linlin. I'm telling you, One Piece, if you're listening, do a complete set of Zoro. Give us like 6 cards, secret rares, manga rares, super rares, alternate arts, parallels, all in one set of Zoros, and it will be your best-selling set ever created. But because they gave us 2 Zoros in this set, some great Nami cards, great, one of the all-time best buggy cards. It's very cheap right now. I love this set as well. 9.2 out of 10. I think this is a premium set. I do. Then we get into the 500 years into the future. 9.3 out of 10. The Egghead storyline, if you guys aren't familiar with this. The classic, iconic Luffy punch right there in this set. Here we have some great Boa cards. Nami, Trafalgar Law, Boa Hancock. Another classic Luffy cards that's not that expensive. You got the Egg, Vegapunk Parallel, some Jewel Bonnie cards in here. The reason that I like this set over some of the other ones, the artwork on here just stands out on some of these cards. And for Boa Hancock, the reason this is high, for Boa Hancock collectors, this is a must-have set, must-have cards in here. So many Hancock cards that you need for your collection if you collect her a lot. And then we have Paramount War. Marineford remains one of the greatest arcs in One Piece history. That's why this one's so high on my list, and also some of the cards on here as well. You guys, as you guys will see, the second set ever released. So we start off with a very strong ace card, and then from there it goes down a little bit, and I think a lot of people have forgotten how great this set is with Nami and the 2 alternate art Luffys. This set is such a sneaky pick because they have the ace cards expensive, but after that, picking up these Luffy cards and these Nami cards right now, what a great deal. And that's what I'm saying. This is why this is so high, because this set is so underestimated, and it's hard to pull a lot of these cards from Paramount Roar, and they're so cheap right now. So this is a sneaky pick. This is why it's rated so high. Definitely picking this up. And then we have the time of battle, 9.5 out of 10. This set, I've said, I would say it's a mid set between Ultra Elite and Elite. So it's in the middle and it gets that 9.5 out of 10. I don't think you can go wrong. This is out right now. I just went to Target. I should have made a video and waited to pull the cards from it. I didn't pull anything great, but a couple cards to complete my master set in this collection. So go check your Target. This is still readily available. Great pieces in here. You have the 3 manga rares here that are consistently selling for $1,000. That puts it up there. The Marshall de Teach, you have Portuguese de Ace, some great cards, great Luffy cards in this set, unique Boa Hancocks and Moto. Luffy cards, Buggy, my favorite, one of my favorite Buggies all time that is insanely cheap. Time of Battle has great artwork as well. It's right in the middle of these sets. Now, I don't think anyone can disagree with the sets that are about to come. The sets that are about to come are about to go off the chain here. Legacy of the Masters, 9.6 out of 10. This is the Master Student theme. Fan favorite, superb art. We have here some great Marshall de Teach gold cards, silver cards. The Zoro card is the top 5 of my Zoro cards on here. Portuguese de Ace. It just has so many unique cards on here. Luffy, of course, Julie Bonnie. There's a lot of Julie Bonnie fans on here. But the reason this ranks so high for me is that I do love that Zoro card, just takes it over the top. Love Marshall de Teach as well. Some of my favorite characters. Are these my top 4? Now, the thing is, they don't have Buggy in here and a couple more Zoros. This would have gotten a higher rank, like 9.8, like the best Volume 1 got, but super close, 9.6 out of 10. And then, what brought me into the fold was Carrying on His Will, 9.7 out of 10. The red on here just pops. This is premium artwork in my opinion. I think a lot of these cards right here, obviously the secret rares of these insanely expensive cards, this is why this is ranked so high. A lot of people agree with me with the manga rares on here. They have the artwork in here is just superb compared to some of the previous sets on here, and so many great Luffy cards. The wanted cards in here, which I think should be worth more money. They all look good in black labels. Super happy with this set. The Ace and Sabo and Luffy alternate art card. You cannot go wrong with picking up this set if you can get a good deal on this, which this goes for, I don't know, set I believe goes for $1,000. I think we're in that $1,000 territory for all these now. And then the Emperors in the New World, 9.8 out of 10. This is where it might get controversial on our score. This is a rank 4 for me on here. But I do think you guys will see where I'm coming from with this set. The Goldie Rogers obviously carries his card. This is for 10 years looking back. You're going to look back in this era and be like, man, I wish I would have picked this up. I wish I would have master set this. I wish I would have got the Goldie Rogers on here, the Monkey D. Luffy, Shanks, Marshall de Teach, the Buggy on here, the Nami, the more wanted cards of Gear 5 Luffy, the Zoro, Monkey D. Dragon, the other Buggy wanted cards. So many parallel Goldie Roger cards on here. This set is 9.8 out of 10. I don't want to hear it in the comments, guys. I know you guys agree with me. You have to agree with me with this set. You cannot even, I don't even think you can get this for under $1,000 right now. It's such a great set. That box looks fantastic. Now, you're like, man, the Strongest Warrior hasn't even come out yet. The Strongest Warrior hasn't even been released yet. How can you rank it 3 overall? How can you do that? And here is why I can do that. It is because this set, when it releases, is going to be $5 or $6 a pack when you go to Target and just pick up the single packs on there. Once it goes on eBay, I think these are going to go for $15, $20. But the reason why I say that is because a lot of people aren't happy with the manga rares that they released. I'm happy with them. I like them. I think they did a great job with them. I'm not complaining about them. But I love the Leader Go card Luffy right there. And then also we have Zoro and the super rares over here. And then obviously we have some more super rares that these are going to be the most highly sought after cards in this set. If you can get these 4 cards, you're for $6, if you're able to pull one of these cards, you are going to be lucky, first of all. But this is why it's a 9.8 out of 10. Super accessible when it comes out in August 22nd, set the date. And I'm picking up what I can, and I'll do videos on it. That's why I've been saving my money, guys, for this set. Romance Dawn, the original set, 9.9 out of 10. This is what a lot of people fell in love with. You cannot go wrong with picking up any Romance Dawn sets. I'm not going any lower on this set at all. I refuse to. It introduced us to some of the most iconic characters. Obviously, we have better artwork now than back in the day, but you have Zoro, several Zoros in here, several Luffys in here, and this set will make you, even though it's not the best artwork in here, it's some of the artwork that you need to master set this, and it will make you fall. That's why I think it's called Romance Dawn. It makes you fall in love with One Piece. And I think if you start here as well, you can't go wrong. An Awakening of the New Era, #1. This is the gold set, the gold standard. I just don't see them ever topping this set without including these cards in another set, like a 30th anniversary set or whatever. It's just, I just don't ever see them coming close to touching this magic again. And I rarely ever give sets or anything a 10 out of 10. This is one of they found something special here, and I just don't know if they'll ever be able to replicate what they did with this set. And so they have the Awakening of the New Era manga. You got several Monkey D. Luffy's alternate arts and all. Several Luffy's in here that we just went back. Some of the most iconic cards that we know for One Piece came from this set that are very highly ranked in my book. Obviously some Zoros in here. It has everything in here that a collector would want for One Piece. I feel like if you even just got common cards in this set, you'd be very happy. So for that reason, it is #1 in my book. Let me know, guys, what do you think of my ranking? I think this is the best set ranking ever created for 2026. I may do one next year when we get more sets out. We'll probably have like 4 or 5 or 6 more sets before I make another video. But this is every set ranked, guys. If you could only buy one set, for me, it's Awakening of a New Era, and then it's The Strongest Warrior, and Time for Battle, because those last 2 sets are going to be the cheapest to get. But I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you did, if you want other videos and other helpful information, let me know in the comments below. I will always help you guys out and collect all the One Piece cards. Jesus loves you. Peace. I'm out.